Once will you show last page, sir? Ninth problem, sir. Okay, sir.
So good morning all. Let us start today's session. 10th question. Integral two to the power of log x to the base 4 dx equals to. First option root x plus c. Second option 2 by 3 x to the power of 3 by 2. Third option 1 upon 2 root x plus constant of integration plus constant of integration. Fourth one minus 1 upon 2x root x plus c. See, so in this question, we need to make use of this formula. A to the power of log n to the base e is equal to n. See, this 2 to the power of log x to the base 2 square you can write. This can be written 2 to the power of half times log x to the base 2. Because log x to the base 2 square we can write 1 by 2 times log x to the base 2. This 1 by 2 becomes power of x. 2 to the power of log x to the power of half means root x to the base 2. This is a formula. A to the power of log n to the base a is n. 2 to the power of log of root x to the base 2 is root x. So this indirectly equal to root x. So now the solution. Integral of root x dx. This is equal to standard result 2x root x upon 3. So this is 2/3 of x root x is x to the power of 1 plus half, 1 and half is 3 by 2 plus constant of integration. Second option is the right option. So 11th one. If integral of 2 power x times 3 power x upon 5 power 2x into 7 power x dx equals to 1 by k times 2 power x 3 power x upon upon 5 power 2x into 7 power x plus constant of integration. Then k is equal to first option log 2 minus log 3 plus 2 log 5 minus log 7. Second option log 2 plus log 3 plus 2 log 5 plus log 7. Third option is log 2 plus log 3 minus 2 log 5 minus log 7. Fourth option log 2 minus log 3 plus 2 log 5 minus log 7. This is the question. See, this part totally we can put in the form of something a power x, you can write it. See, this can be written 2 into 3 upon 5 square into 7 whole power x, we can write. Let us say this is a. So that means this is a power x. So now as far as this integration is concerned, so now integral of a power x dx, a power x dx. See, integral of a power x dx is equal to a power x upon log a. Now find log a value here. Log a means log of 2 into 3 upon 5 square into 7. So by expanding, you get like this: log 2 plus log 3 minus log 5 square, that is 2 log 5 minus log 7. So plus c. But if you compare to this one, actually, you will be getting answer like this: 1 upon log a. A, once again, a means what? 2 power x into 3 power x into 5 power 2x into 7 power x plus constant of integration. So therefore, this k must be equal to log a. So log a value is nothing but log 2 plus log 3 minus 2 log 5 minus log 7. So this is the answer. This is the answer. So third option is the right option.
Sir, once can you show problem number 10, sir? Sir, 1 minute once. Sir, please. Sir, 1 minute, sir. Show next page. Okay, sir.
Next, 12th question. Integral of tan h square x dx. First option, x minus tan hx plus constant of integration. Second, x minus cos x plus constant of integration. Third, x plus tan hx plus constant of integration. Fourth one, x plus cot hx plus constant of integration. See, we have from hyperbolic functions one of the identity cos h square x minus sin h square x
Is equal to 1.
if you divide both sides by cos h square x, you will get like this: 1 minus tan h square x. 1 by cos square means secant h square x. So we need tan h square x. Take minus tan h square that side, secant h square x this side. So now transposing 1 minus secant h square x equals to tan h square x. That means in the place of this tan h square x, write down this value and integrate it. So now I equals to integral of 1 minus secant h square x dx. So now separate two integrals. Integral dx minus integral of secant h square x dx. See, integral of dx is x minus secant h square x is the derivative of tan hx. So integral of secant h square x dx is tan hx plus constant of integration. Okay. First option. Shall I move to next problem?
Yes, sir.
So let us move to the 13th problem. Integral 1 upon 1 minus sin x dx. First one is tan x plus secant x plus c. Second one is secant x minus tan x plus c. So third one is tan x minus secant x plus c. Fourth one is x plus secant x plus c. See, my dear students, remember, whenever you are asked to find out the integral of 1 upon 1 plus or minus sin ax, better actually, for example, if it is in the form of 1 upon 1 minus sin ax, multiply both numerator and denominator with 1 plus sin ax. After simplification, you can integrate it. So that means here you need to adopt like this. Say I is equal to, okay, option 1. I equals to integral of 1 upon 1 minus sin x dx. Multiply both numerator and denominator with 1 plus sin x. So 1 upon 1 minus sin x multiply with 1 plus sin x upon 1 plus sin x. So does it make any difference? No difference. So that here see, product of these two is a minus b into a plus b, a square minus b square. So we get 1 minus sine square x, that is. So this equals to integral of 1 plus sine x into 1 plus sine x upon 1 minus sine square x dx. As we know that from trigonometry, 1 minus sine square x is nothing but cos square x. So this can be rewritten as 1 plus sine x upon cos square x dx. So this is equal to integral of 1 upon cos square x plus sin x by cos square x dx. See, 1 upon cos square x is secant square x dx right now. So here I write directly sin x by cos x is tan x into 1 by cos x. So that means secant x tan x, that is. These two are standard results. Because secant square x is the derivative of tan x, so integral of secant square x dx is tan x plus this part integrand. Secant x tan x is the derivative of secant x. So integral of secant x tan x dx is secant x, or secant x plus tan x, or tan x plus secant x. So first option is the right option. Suppose instead of minus plus is there, you will be getting tan x minus secant x. So 14th question. Let us move to the 14th question. Integral of secant square x multiplied with cosecant square x dx equals to, first option tan x plus c, tan x plus c. Second option tan x minus x plus c. Third option tan x minus cot x. Right. Fourth option tan x plus cot x plus c. See, this is the product of the two functions. Actually, product of the two functions means you need to use by parts method, but actually by parts method means it's very lengthy here. So better you can write as a sum. Secant square x plus cosecant square x can be written 1 upon sin square x into cos square x. Or even if you separate 1 upon cos square x into 1 upon sin square x, same only. Instead of 1, you can substitute sin square x plus cos square x, because that is one of the identities, upon sin square x into cos square x. So separate sin square x by sin square x into cos square x. Sin square x cancel, 1 upon cos square x plus cos square x by sin square x into cos square x. Cos square x cancel, 1 upon sin square x. It's very interesting here. This equal to secant square x plus cosecant square x. So in trigonometry, it's a peculiar property. The product of secant square x into cosecant square x is sum of secant square x into cosecant square x. So that means now we can integrate like this. This I becomes integral of, instead of the secant square x cosecant square x, you can write this value. So secant square x plus cosecant square x dx. So this equals to integral of secant square x dx plus integral of cosecant square x dx. So integral of secant square x dx is tan x. But whereas integral of cosecant square x is negative. So minus cot x plus constant of integration. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
Only one member is responding. What about others? All are
Understood,
hibernating.
sir.
All are hibernating. Now, integral 1 plus sine square x
Sir, one should issue previous page.
okay.
Okay, sir.
May I know your name? First option 2 tan x minus half times x plus c. 2 tan x, sorry, tan x minus half times x plus c. Third option tan x plus half times x plus c. Fourth one tan x minus half x mm, 2 tan x minus half tan x plus c. Right. See here 1 plus cos 2x value. See, we know from multiple and submultiple angles 1 plus cos 2a is 2 cos square a. 2 cos square a. 1 minus cos 2a, 2 sin square a. So this 1 plus sin square x upon 1 plus cos 2x we can write 2 cos square x. Take half common. We have 1 upon cos square x, that is secant square x, plus sin square x by cos square x, tan square x. We don't have the formula for tan square x. So the tan square x we need to write in terms of secant square x. Secant square x plus this tan square x we can write secant square x minus 1. This is half time 2 secant square x minus 1. Open the bracket. This is secant square x minus 1 upon 2. Half into 2 secant square x. 2 will get cancelled. Secant square x minus 1 by 2. That means we need to integrate secant square x minus half. C option 1 and option 4 are same. Yes, you put the plus sign here. You put the plus sign. Right, now let us come to the integral part. I equals to integral of secant square x minus of dx. So this equals to integral of secant square x dx minus of constant common integral of dx. So this is tan x minus 1 by 2 times x plus constant of integration. So second option is the right option. Now 16th problem. Integral of 1 minus cos x into cosecant square x dx is given that f of x plus c, then f of x equals to first option tan of x by 2, second option cot of x by 2, third option 2 tan of x by 2, fourth option half times tan of x by 2. First integral of 1 minus cos x into cosecant square x by 2 we need to find out, that is equated to f of x plus c, then f of x we need to find out. Right. So how can we actually simplify this one? See, 1 minus cos x into cosecant square x. So can I write like this, 1 minus cos x upon sine square x. This is 1 minus cos x. See, the sine square x can be written 1 minus cos square x. Now 1 minus cos x upon 1 minus cos square x can be written 1 minus cos x into 1 plus cos x. 1 minus cos x, 1 minus cos x cancel, 1 upon 1 plus cos x. 1 plus cos x is 2 cos square x by 2. That we can write half secant square x by 2. So that means this is directly we can write half secant square x by 2. Now the solution, I equals to integral of half common secant square x by 2 dx. So my dear students, you remember secant square of ax plus b dx. This is equal to, we can write tan of ax plus b divided by ax plus b derivative a. So this is the strategy to be applied to find out such a type of functions. Even here, half times integral of secant square x by 2 is tan of x by 2 divided by x by 2 differentiation is 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2 will get cancelled. We have tan of x by 2 plus c. Now it is being compared to, f of x plus c. So what does f of x stand for? F of x stand for tan of x. No, integral secant square x by 2 is plus tan only. Plus tan only. Integral of cosecant square is minus. So first option is the right option. Okay, tomorrow we shall continue. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Mona.
Thank you, sir.